And Trekksoft is the leading provider of technology to the tour and activity industry. So we provide booking, payments, and channel management solutions to everything that you do in destination. So if you exclude air and accommodation, we work with visitor attractions, tour guides, tour operators, right the way down to people who provide, for instance, walking tours or kayaking experiences. We've been around since about 2010, so we started at Interlaken. We're a Swiss-based company. So Interlaken's one of the major adventure locations in Europe. And two companies that our founders were involved with, Outdoor Interlaken and Bust Alps, they were struggling to get online and find the solutions that suited their business. They used other technology solutions that were being used in other parts of the travel industry, and it didn't really work for them. And we spotted a need, and locally we then started to sell that software, or actually use it for those businesses to work with those other companies around Interlaken, to the point where 80% of the suppliers are now using it, and also the local tourist board. And then in 2012 we raised a funding round and we went out to the market, and now we're in over 130 countries around the world. We've almost 2,000 merchants using the platform. We have a very strong strategic focus on Europe as well. We work not alone with the suppliers who use our technology, but equally with tourist boards or destination marketing organizations such as Fjord Norway, Destination Florence, Welcome Bologna, and Tourism Interlaken. We've been coming to WTM for the last number of years, actually. This is the first time we had a panel discussion yesterday. So our topic was why tours and activities are the core of the guest experience, and what we see is that the travel industry now is starting to look at that kind of unloved cousin of the travel industry. If we actually, in terms of size, it's a very fragmented market, but it's worth about 130 billion globally. That's 9% of the global travel market, which is actually the third largest segment. So it's just after, like air obviously is the number one, and then accommodation. So next is tours and activities. So it's bigger than cruise and car rental by a long shot. So we're seeing that the industry now understands that technology is a key enabler to accessing that. And we're one of the key channels that unlocks that inventory for you to be able to sell it. Some of the key trends for us in travel is also mobile. So in tours and activities, 2/3 of bookings happen within 48 hours of the departure, and we've seen that happen in Trekksoft as well. So we've seen a 60% increase in the share of mobile bookings on our platform. So it's pretty huge. Like, we've talked about it for a long time, but until OTAs can actually connect in real time to our customers, then they won't actually be able to generate a significant volume of bookings. And last year, for instance, out of the 130 billion that was generated of booking volume for tours and activities, just 4% happened on online travel agencies, which is pretty staggering. And we've seen Airbnb come into the sector, but from our point of view, once there's a really strong mobile offering with live inventory availability that provides a great solution with a great customer experience, then we're going to see some really interesting innovations in the travel industry, particularly for what you can do in destination.